Yeah. Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity and mass meet friction. The ramp decides the results. I'm Strick. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. Okay. We are finishing out the series, the exotic envoy. Envoy. I said envoy, convoy, etc., etc. It's exotic envy, the exotic envy series. It's the Hot Wheels Premium, Hot Wheels Car Culture, Real Riders, etc., etc. And this is car 505, which is the Lamborghini Essenza SCV12. We'll do the usual. You get to see it in the package. I know it's backwards. Front and back. We'll do that quick because, when we do the, when we flip it around, we do the unboxing, you'll be able to see it all in. Now, this paint job is pretty slick. And I'm feeling the package. This feels like it might be heavy, but as with the last one, the last video I said it was 2 weight classes above. It was really it was actually 1 weight class, but it was a pretty good step. But when I pulled it out, I didn't even think about it until I put it on the scale. So that's how I want to measure, is because we make these assumptions about how we think things feel and measure when you actually do it for real. Yeah. If I got any fellow drummers out there, those of us who use click tracks and metronomes, when you have the band that thinks you're speeding up or slowing down, like, all right, let me do a click track. We'll see what's actually going on. So it's that kind of thing. So what do you say if we get to the unboxing right now? This is for car 23, by the way. 23. 23. Or maybe it's 23? It's something. Okay. Well, all right. So stay tuned. Well, you'll be stay tuned because there won't even be a moment to stay tuned. Yes, I'm rambling. So why don't I just get to the unboxing? Okay. So hopefully I'm done rambling. Unboxing time. You can see what this looks like. If anybody wants to see sort of the spelling on that, look at the vehicle in the box. I love this color. And kind of green is my favorite color. And I do tend to be more a fan of the darker greens, like the Hunter, British Racing, that kind of thing. With sparkles, I can take them or leave them, depends on the color composition. So why don't we see? Why don't we see how this, as usual, boom, this is higher quality. This is a premium Real Riders. This is peeling the same way that the other ones did. So time for the box cutter so that we can get into this bad boy. Woo! There we go. And see what she is going to be like in person. Okay, no plastic with this one. Oh, maybe there. Oh, no, this one does have one of these. So it didn't seem like all of them came with one of those, but it looked like I think 3 out of the 5 did. Ooh, man, this car looks even better out of the box. I'm not just saying that. It really does. Let's see if we could do it justice. You know what? We may have to put some lighting on here. I'm gonna see about putting a little bit of light on this bad boy, because the sparkles on this deserve it. It deserves a spotlight. I'm messing with the lighting so you could really get a good feel for it. Number 63. Is that my imagination, or do the front wheels look bigger than the rear wheels? We'll find out when we measure. Here we go with the front. You got the Lamborghini symbol. Look at that. Oh, man, that hood is pretty sharp looking. Got the other side. Pretty sharp. The back with that Mac Daddy spoiler. Let's see here from the top. Kind of can see in the... I always like seeing the details on the inside too. As I've mentioned in some of my other videos about... Oops, sorry. Respecting the work that it took to make these. You got somebody who designs these vehicles, then they get made, and we want to always make sure we're respecting what's going on. Let's see if I can get this just right. Oop, here we go. Hot Wheels. Let's see. It's probably Thailand. There it is, Thailand. So you can always see the bottom. But I like seeing the details in the car. Sometimes it seems like they're an afterthought, but in other cars, you could see that they were really thoughtful about what they put in there. So this one's going to be this one. These roll a little bit. That you can feel the weight of it. You can feel the friction, right? These rubber tires. So we're going to put it through its paces. The measurement. We're going to do the measurement. We're going to do the warm up laps and the official 10 laps. See where she falls in its weight class and overall. So what do you say? We get number 23 or 23, depending on however this shows up. Okay, time for the measurement. We'll be back in a mo. Okay, welcome back. This is Strick with Peak Speed Lab 164. We just finished up the measurements of this Lamborghini Essenza. I'm just had it here and put it back on the track. Did the little testing for the track to make sure everything is working correctly, and it is. So we're about to put it through its 20 warm-up laps and then its 10 official laps. We'll keep our fingers crossed so we don't have any track snafus, any starting gate snafus. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to flip it around so you can kind of see it with the, as we always do with the first of the 20 warm-up laps. And then we'll be back after that to do the 10. Okay, 23. We'll be back. Okay, here we go. The first of 20. Look at that coloring. Yeah, I love that green with a little bit of the sparkle and the black. Looks super sharp. Woo! When we measured her, that's faster than a lot of the other, right off the first bat for these real riders. Thought she was going to be a little more top heavy, and she wasn't either. So that's the first warm up. We're going to see the fastest, slowest laps of the warm-ups, and then we'll do the 10. So we'll see you back here for the 10 official laps. Just finished up the 20 laps. Wow, this thing just kept getting faster and faster, like all the way up to lap 16. So I'm hoping this is going to be kind of an exciting 10 official lap run. See if this Lamborghini can keep speeding up and performing at a higher level the more it runs. So what do you say? We see what the next 10 laps do. Here we go. Boom. See some of the pile. We got the queue. Check her out. We got a run number 1 of official run number 1. Woo. Boom. 1.953. Yeah. See how the next 9 go. Lap 10, and she broke a couple more speed records for her laps tonight. Yeah. I thought she was going to run, being top heavy. Thought she was going to have a high center of gravity. low clearance. Thought she was just going to not run that fast, but that last lap matches the fastest of the warm-up. But look, she's got a couple of faster laps here. 1.939 on lap 5 and then 1.938 on lap 6. So she was running pretty clean, pretty straightforward, pretty consistent. All right, so time to plug in the results. We'll talk a little bit about her and then put her on her moment of glory on that lighted spinning pedestal. All right, welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164. Again, we saw gravity and mass, meaning friction. The ramp decided the result, and what a batch of results they are, or were. They are. We've got an average of the 10 official laps of 1.9466. We'll see how that result stacks up within the overall group and then its own cohort of its class, so of its weight class. So the weight class that it falls into, we kind of broken them down by like in tens, if you will. So that is the very first thing that we measure. I'm pulling up the information here real quick. So 57.87 grams, 57.87 grams, which is at the top end of the E class. So, we're actually, this is what, car 23. I'm looking over here. This is the 5th car in the E class. So we had quite a few, and we had a stretch with the Ds for a little bit. And now we were working up with the E's, and, maybe we got the F's next. I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah, sorry, I keep looking over there. I want to make sure I'm not missing something. So we've got another interesting observation here with just the 20 warm-up laps. The slowest lap was lap 2 at 1.998. And as I'm looking through these numbers here, we never even got close to that slowest lap time for the short form drag strip. So, I thought that was interesting. Usually we'll have 2 or 3 within the warm-up area and then even within the official 10. But I'm looking here at the official 10, and this car performed really consistently, pretty quickly for its, I'm going to say for its weight, for its low clearance, and just for its, with the materials being Real Rider and the rubber tires. We know sometimes that's going to make things a little bit slower because, again, friction, right? Mass, we've got friction, right? And gravity, which is the ramp. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of that was a pretty cool run. I don't know why, but this might be one of my top 2 or 3 favorite runs because it was so surprising, and I love seeing these results as it kept improving. So I don't know, maybe it made it more exciting rather than it sort of constantly being up and down. So I say that it's time for her moment of glory. We want to appreciate the craftsmanship that went into the design, into the build, and just kind of admire it on its lighted spinning pedestal. That's car number 23, 23, or it could be 23, 23, 23. All right, 23. And it is time to take a look at her now. And I mean right now.